Hello, my name is Tim Carter. I'm with the one-man guitar instrumental project called Inner Imposter. You can find my work on YouTube, SoundCloud, and also on Facebook at Inner Imposter. I'm pleased today to bring you a demonstration of a wonderful piece of software from Kuassa called Amplification One. It's a guitar amplification simulation VST. I'm going to be going over what's on board, what you can expect from the software, and a little later on you'll hear some audio demonstrations of what it can achieve. Let's take a look at what's on board. In the upper left, we have the noise gate. I was pleased to find out that it's actually a very musical noise gate, and you can tweak it to accent, tight palm muting, or dial it back to allow delicate picking. It definitely stands out, in my opinion, on the more aggressive and percussive high gain playing. Next, we have the preamp section. There are 5 different overdrive and distortion units ranging from warm, bluesy overdrive to high gain to a classic fuzz that sounds absolutely amazing. We'll hear the fuzz in a power blues setting both by itself and in a mix a bit later. In the middle, we have the amplification section. There are 8 choices of amplifiers, each of which having unique characteristics, but all of them being versatile enough to be tweaked with preamps, different selections of cabinets, microphones, and equalization settings to achieve almost any tone you're after. Directly above, you can choose tube characteristic types, which enhance or diminish brightness and gain saturation. Taking a quick look at one of my favorite amps in the program, the custom amp, you'll notice the tone stacking and output function. First of all, the custom amp is great for achieving almost anything from a jazzy clean, which you will hear later, right up to a modern metal rhythm and lead tone and just about anything in between. The tone stacking option is essentially 19 different equalization sections. Each selection will affect how the lows, mids, and highs will react on the custom amp. From darker to brighter to a more enhanced mid-range, definitely scroll through these when you're searching for an effective tone to enhance a mix. The output section to the right simulates characteristics of different transformers. The 4 choices sound very different, especially in the focus and saturation of gain, so make sure to scroll through those as well. Again, quickly, these amps range from classic rock tones in Sunburst to high-gain lead tones in Scarlet to the custom that can do just about everything well. It's quick and very easy to dial in a great tone with these amp sims. Okay, onto the cabinet simulator and impulse loader. There are 5 different cabinets from 1x12 to 4x12 models, and there are 5 different types of microphones from an SM57 style to ribbon microphones. And moving the mics around the speaker, of course, simulate the type of sound dynamics that happen between cabinet characteristics and how the microphone reacts sonically to those dynamics, providing either a darker or brighter sound, a more percussive attack, more room sound via mic distancing, which can also affect attack or note articulation when playing chords using a certain amount of gain, or pick attack sound when playing leads, for instance. Here you have the phase inversion tool that inverts the wave shape orientation. Sometimes playing in stereo with 2 microphones results in frequency cancellation or a wobble effect. I haven't been in a situation yet with Amplification One where this has happened, but should it occur when using mic distancing, for instance, the phase cancellation assists in resolving that issue. Here we have the mic distancing from the cabinet simulating more air movement or room sound. It also lets the cabinet impulse sort of speak a little bit, giving the sound the unique imprint of the impulse. One of the best sounding and most useful options I found using Amplification One is the stereo mode switch. It simply switches from a mono signal to a stereo spread by panning one cabinet left and the other one right. At the bottom you have pan control as well as individual volume for each cabinet. I can't recommend strongly enough that you experiment with stereo mode. The effect in a mix or simply creating a preset is very dynamic. Clicking this tab gives you the effective and very versatile quad impulse loader. You can adjust the starting point of the impulse attack, which can change the tone drastically and give you several tone possibilities. You can pan the impulses in stereo mode, adjust the volumes of each, and of course use phase cancellation if necessary. There are several quality cabinet impulse packs online for free, and I highly recommend trying this impulse loader with Amplification One amps. I will be doing a demo later on using Catharsis impulses in another video, so do look for that in the future. Let's hear Amplification One in action using a clean strumming tone, a more jazzy clean, a classic fuzz, and lastly a high gain tone. Other than the Amplification One software, there will be no other post-processing on the guitar tracks. The guitars that I'll be using for these examples will be a Gibson Les Paul Standard with stock electronics and a custom-built Muter Instrument 7-string guitar with bare-knuckle nail bomb pickups.
Bye.